What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning into the channel. So today is part 6 of the dream garage, my dream garage makeover for my 3-car garage. So we've done a whole bunch of different upgrades to the garage, including fixing all the issues with the drywall, putting on new coatings of paint for the walls and the ceiling, putting the professional HEX lighting in there, and now also the floors are installed. So it's all looking really, really good. But it's not just about looks for this garage. I do want it to be pretty functional along with looking good. So today we're gonna be installing a whole bunch of different wall type things that I needed, from like pressure washers, dryers. My Quickjacks are getting installed on the walls so they're out of the way when I don't need them. And certain things like these toolboxes that I now have, I can happily have here in the garage, and I can work on the C8 Corvette when I need to. So let's show you what we're gonna install in today's video. Alrighty, so the first things that we have here are the Giraffe power washer and then our Adam Polishes air cannon. So basically these are gonna help me especially keep the C8 Corvette Z06 all nice and clean. And I don't have to keep on pulling out like this air cannon and then like a random power washer out into the garage, hook it up and all that kind of stuff. This will be wall mounted. So we're gonna mount this above here. And so all I would have to do is just take from my hose line that's around the corner over here, which is also retractable. I could just pull it down over here and connect it, and it's good to go. So a lot easier than me pulling out all of this stuff, then having to put it back. It's retractable with its hose line, so I don't have to worry about it just being cumbersome. It's just gonna make it look really nice and clean. And then the air cannon here is going to be mounted underneath, which can pretty much stay there, and I'll be able to use the hose. It'll reach out to the C8. I can dry it off after I've done all the cleaning and stuff like that. And this is the mount for this air cannon. So they're gonna mount one on top of the, one on top and then the other behind it on the bottom here, kind of deal. So the next thing after that is going to be these Quickjacks, which I just did a recent video of. If you've never heard of Quickjacks, these are low profile, basically jack lifts for the C8 Corvette to lift it up from the ground. The best things about these is that when you're not using them, you can mount them to the wall using this. So we are going to mount these to the walls right over here. And yeah, when I don't need to use them, they're out of the way. So the next thing we have here is this really cool wall art piece that's actually made out of metal. It comes from Petrol Vibes. This is a custom silhouette of the C8 Z06 that I had them come up and make a design for and then cut it out for me. Really, really cool. I'll definitely have links in the description to check them out. I did not expect this to look as good as it does. And so I'm super excited to mount this. It's going to be mounted right here in this section. And in fact, I like this so much, I ended up ordering a second silhouette type piece from a different company, but it is supposed to get here in the next couple of weeks. It just hasn't gotten here yet. So maybe by the end of this video, depending, I might add that extra piece in or just make it a separate little video. But in any case, definitely check out these guys. They were great to work with, had really cool prices for these. And honestly, this is just really beautiful work kind of deal. So I definitely would recommend this. So, okay, so the next thing we have here are these 3 different toolboxes kind of deal. They are from US General, which is supplied at, believe it or not, Harbor Freight. And they are freaking amazing for the price. So before I get into what's in each of these, for all 3 of these, I paid around $600 for all of them on pretty good deals. But honestly, for 600 bucks to get 3 of these is a great, fantastic deal. And if you've seen some of my older videos in my old house, I had tools all along the walls and stuff like that, trying to keep things organized. They really weren't. It was just cumbersome. Honestly, made it just look really bad in the garage. All my tools, about 90% of my tools are all in these 3 cases, which is amazing. So I have like this one here, I have all my sockets and such all spread and organized really, really nicely. I didn't spend that much money. I maybe spent a little bit of money on these organizers, which also I'll have links for all of this stuff in the description so you can check it out if you're interested. And just keeps everything nice and tidy. Don't have to worry about losing stuff or forgetting where it is. And it has a whole bunch of storage. I mean, this one in particular has the ability to use this piece right here as a separate little end table here that you can just place some of your sockets and stuff when you're not using them. And then I have this one which has all my power tools and actually connects. I'm gonna move this out of the way. This is gonna get mounted over here. But in here I have all my power tools and such, along with all my chargers, because I had bought this, which then hooks up here, like hooks through there and goes to my power outlet. So I can charge all my batteries for my power tools. And then I have all my power tools in here. So I have my impact driver, I have my regular driver here, and then I have other tools like my ratchet. I have another tool that's supposed to be in here. Don't know where it is. I should probably know that. But then yeah, just other tools in general, all this stuff nice and tidy. It's out of the way when I don't need it. All my batteries can get charged when I'm not using it. And then this little one right here has all my cleaning stuff because I mean, they're all odds and ends in regards to different cleaners. Really should just consolidate all these cleaners. Some of them I don't really use, but in general though, this has all of my cleaners and such. So that's all organized reasonably. And the best thing about these is that as I'm needing to use these all are on wheels. So I can literally, as I have the C8 Corvette Z06 in here, I can wheel them around all my tools exactly to one side that I need to or not, just so that it's more organized and easy. And I only spend like 600 bucks on all of this stuff. It's amazing. I know I would like Snap-on tools and all that stuff. Those kind of tool boxes and stuff are really nice. But frankly, I mean, for the price, this is a great place to start, that you're not spending a ton of money, but you get exactly what you need. So in any case, so next thing is my old New Horizon C8 sign that I had. If you've seen some of my older videos, you saw it in like what I had as my studio. So this will get mounted on the wall over here. So there'll be enough room for the special extra silhouette that I have here that's I'll just spill the beans. It's got neon lights in it. It's really, really cool. So the next thing I have is my trash can. Nothing special, it's just a trash can, but also a little laundry bag to put all my dirty rags instead of just having them underneath. So that'll be nice and neat kind of deal. The next thing is this piece, this is kind of interesting story. So this is a custom piece that was made by my father-in-law. He actually made this for me about a year and a half ago. And it's a good commemorative to my old C8 Corvette Stingray. So it's the Chevrolet Corvette, date of manufacture, May 2021. That's when it was manufactured. So we're gonna mount this, probably not on this wall. Maybe it's gonna be mounted over there is what I'm thinking I might do. Mostly because originally I wasn't planning to have this over here, but this is a 65-inch OLED Samsung TV that my wife got for me, 70% off from retail. This is brand new, nothing damaged or anything. Basically, a Texas company was going out of business and she was able to snag this 70% off. This is like a $2.5 grand, $3 grand TV, if I remember correctly. And she got it for 70% off. So definitely props to her on that, because that is an absolutely amazing deal that she got for it. And she just came home randomly with a TV. She's like, I got you something. And yeah, my face was like, what? And then she opened up the trunk to her car and I saw this giant box. I'm like, what the hell did you get? And she's like, I got you a TV. And I was like, oh, well, that's cool. So yeah, no, it was really, really special. But in any case, okay, keeping on going down the track. So we have my Dyson that we used it kind of in the house, but my wife didn't like it so much. So we're gonna make this my dedicated shop vacuum, for lack of better terms. It's not really designed for that, but for simple stuff that I can just, take the Dyson and just do a quick wipe down, or not wipe down, but like vacuum, it'll work pretty well. So we'll mount that probably in this little corner here. And then we have the next thing here is these vinyl sheets that I'm going to mount to this wall right here, this special little bracket right here that I got off of Amazon. Basically, it basically allows me to kind of mount some vinyl, so it's not just, on the ground or whatever. These kind of a little cumbersome to work with. So this will be really cool, especially when we do all the vinyl work on the C8 Z06. That's gonna be really, really cool. And then the last few things that we have are a heater that I had it in my old garage. This is honestly gonna be really good, especially when it comes to the winter time here in Texas. It does actually get pretty cold. Sometimes temperatures into the 19, 15 degrees. So this will be nice to have just a little heater in here just to keep everything nice and cool. The couple of months that it does get really cold. I'll eventually want to get an actual AC unit, like a standalone AC unit, that we're gonna probably install into the wall sometime here, but I'm gonna do that before next summer, so I don't die of heat in here, because it will get like to 100, 110 degrees. And I don't wanna burn alive inside my own garage. And then the last thing I have is this right here, which is, it's just a simple dartboard that I may or may not put in here. I haven't decided, because I'm not the best dart thrower, and I end up probably throwing darts into my wall, which would be kind of dumb. But it'd be cool. I used to have it in the back of my house. Never really used it, so I thought it might be kind of cool to have in here. But we'll see. In any case though, so yeah, this is gonna be what we're gonna be installing all today. So that being said, let's get started with all these installs and see how it looks. So alrighty guys, so we have finished installing a lot of the different accessories throughout the 3-car garage, and it looks freaking awesome. It is just how I visualized it. I know I need to go back and do a little bit of wire management because I just have wires hanging out everywhere, but it's useful and it's really just freaking cool, and I absolutely love it. And there's still a little bit more room to put extra stuff, you know, here and there. But in general, a lot of the things I really wanted to have in the garage are in the right places. So like things, for example, like the power washer and my power, I was gonna say power vacuum, it's actually a blower. But they're in the right spots, and I already tried it out cleaning the C8 Z06, and it was actually really, really good. Like, I was able to just pull out the line, as much line as I needed to just get around the car, do all the washing, and use my foam cannon and all that kind of stuff. And it just was so much easier than me just taking out my old power washer, hooking it all up, then putting it away. This is so easy. I literally just have to have the hose line just kind of reel back in, and then I can use the blower to just dry it all off. It's so much easier and convenient. If you're curious about the washer, it is from Giraffe tools. I'll have a link in the description for all of these different tools I have in the garage and stuff. And in particular, one extra thing that finally did come in that I was hinting at earlier in the video was this thing right here, which is another silhouette of the Z06, but this one's a little bit more special because it has LED lights, or not LED, these are actually neon lights for the actual tail lights of the Z06. So it looks really, really good. I can't even tell you how much better that looks in person than even on camera. And it's from a company called Modelo Turbo. It took a few months for it to come here because it was custom made. It's just like the other one from Petrol Vibes. It is a metal wall art piece that they custom cut out and then put the actual LEDs in there. So, or LEDs, I keep saying LEDs, it's neons. Putting the neon lights in there, and it just looks really, really good. So I'm just so happy with how that look is. And in general, then I have, I guess my tool carts and all the other different accessories there. And then I ended up deciding to get this extra little cart, this service cart here, which is just basically a glorified table on wheels. But it just is kind of nice. It has like a single service tray in here as well. Also US General, like for under $100. And I think for like the holiday sales, it's like even cheaper. So really, really cool that I was able to get that. It's kind of really convenient. I have my other like smaller table, and I have a whole bunch of tables up here if I really needed more table room, but it's kind of nice if I'm trying to do just a simple job on the C8 Z06 that I can actually go ahead and do that, and I don't have to get a table out all the time and try to, you know, get whatever job I'm trying to get done. And yeah, going from there to my vinyl, you notice that there's an extra piece of vinyl here that is kind of a hint on what is going to be put on the new Z06. So spilling the beans a little bit, I am going to be switching this Z06 from this gloss look to this satin metallic orange that I think is gonna look just really, really good. In the lighting here in the garage, this does not do it justice. In the sunlight, this looks honestly even better. So I'm really excited to showcase that on the Z06. That is gonna be a very soon upcoming video. I plan to do the whole entire wrap myself during the holidays, and yeah, I'm gonna get my wife involved in it because that's gonna be kind of a big job, especially after the first time I wrapped my old Stingray in the green right here. So it's really good bonding time between my wife and I, wrapping my car kind of deal. Anyways, overall, this is looking freaking amazing. I'm so happy with how this garage has just transformed. It's just crazy to think about that this has all been in a span of like 2-3 months from what it was at the beginning, which cracked floors, drywall peeling up from the ceiling, and the walls themselves, and just looking so bad. And this is just such a cool looking garage that I'm so excited that it's mine, and then I can do so many cool things in here and share it with you guys. So I'm just really blown away, and I very much appreciate that you guys have followed me on this journey. It's still not fully complete because I still want to do the baseboards, but this is like a good chunk of it done, and it is looking absolutely amazing. So some stuff to still look forward to in this garage makeover. It's still not done, but it's getting there, definitely. But in the meantime, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please check out any of my other videos, and we'll see you next time. Take care, guys.